Hello, everyone. Yes, it's me. Lonely me. Oh, not lonely at all. I finally started my picture. I've been probably collecting things for this and that and wondering how am I going to do this for uh, for about a year. And I just got all my dried sunflowers and all different kinds of shapes and colors. All right, just the skeletons basically of the sunflowers on the Johnson weed stems, and I'm getting ready. Oh, let's see if I can get this out. This is the frame for it that my son-in-law here made for me. Look at that! Isn't that perfect? I mean, literally perfect. And then on the back, he fixed it so I could put the cardboard in that yes, I'm just using cardboard. Beautiful frame for just cardboard, right? And anyway, now I can put it back. Oh, I'll just wait. So I'm getting ready to get that started, and I'm very excited. It's the weekend, so I should be off baby duty. Yes, it's winter time. I go into hibernating mode, or usually I do on the farm. Anyway, so and I'm getting excited to do more crafting. That's all just about what I watch on Facebook. I scroll past everything else and see, oh, what did people else did they come up with, especially when it comes to reusable materials. Yeah, stuff I don't have to pay anything for. I love that. Um, it snowed last night, and I wonder how the crew's going to do. My son, my oldest daughter, and her children, and our whole family. My oldest granddaughter here, my youngest daughter, and who else? They're all going snowboarding today. Yes. They do this once a year. It's kind of become a little bit of a tradition that in January, it's my youngest daughter's birthday. They go snowboarding and spend the day together. Yes, I love it. Which reminds me, again, in a way, I look at that. I'm going, yeah, that's exactly what I used to do with our children. I would go with the children. Sometimes my husband would come along, sometimes not. Yeah. And another family. Sometimes we went by ourselves. We would go for almost a week, 5 days, something like that, to a ski resort in California somewhere. Oh yeah, no, not the expensive ones. There are lesser, cheaper places to go that are perfect when you have children, and that's where I would go, and with them every year. We would go at least on one skiing trip every year. Yes. It can be done even when you don't have a whole lot of money. You've got to just be a little bit more resourceful. Yes, 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 yes. And then it's a great time. Yes, it was always a lot of work for me. Regardless, yes. And but still it's great. Anywho, so that's what they're doing today. And I've got Hank, my son's dog here, our three-legged family member, and he's snoozing, sleeping on his little doggy bed here. Little, it's a big doggy bed because the dog's not that small. 11 years old now, doing great. He's just snoozing away. Yes, yeah, we're great buddies, the two of us. I was there with my oldest granddaughter. My son wasn't able to. He had to go to work, this and that, in another city. So he was at the farm when he recovered from his amputation when he was just a few months old. So anyway, so we've become great buddies. I feel like he's never forgotten who was there for him, and took the staples out myself. Yes, and anyway, and he's been doing great ever since. Ever since he's been doing great. All right, let's get going here. Oh, otherwise I get into more other stuff about my glorious life. Oh yeah, if I remember, I will talk about that for just a few minutes. Again, seems like people have to keep being reminded. So we are in the book of Isaiah, 62. We are getting there, everyone. Oh, this is no, it's not a long one. The splendor of Jerusalem. About Zion I will not be silent. About Jerusalem I shall not rest until saving justice dawns for her like a bright light, and her salvation like a blazing torch. The nations will then see your saving justice, and all kings your glory, and you will be called a new name, which Yahweh's mouth will reveal. You will be a crown of splendor in Yahweh's hand, a princely diadem in the hand of your God. No more will you be known as forsaken, or your country be known as desolation. Instead, you will be called, my delight is in her. And your country, the wedded, for Yahweh will take delight in you, and your country will have its wedding. Like a young man marrying a virgin, your rebuilder will wed you. And as the bridegroom rejoices in his bride, so will your God rejoice in you. All right, I can't help it. Like a young man marrying a virgin. How about like a young man, a virgin himself, marrying a young girl, a virgin herself? How about that? And so again, I'm reading this and I'm going, I have no idea what you guys had in your head about all that, but okay. On your walls, Jerusalem, I have posted watchmen. They will never fall silent day or night. No peace for you, as you keep Yahweh's attention, and give him no peace either, until he restores Jerusalem and makes her the pride of the world. As if Yahweh has sworn by his right hand and by his mighty arm, never would he do that. Never again shall I give your grain to feed your enemies. Never again will foreigners drink the wine for which you have toiled. And again, so what does that mean exactly? I mean, never again never again shall I give your grain to feed your enemies. But then the enemy's grain has fed whom? During Joseph's time? Okay, I'm just saying. This is so. Who wrote this down? That's probably. You know, the third Isaiah, you had kind of my heart there for a little while, but now you're just talking nonsense. Never again will foreigners drink the wine for which you have toiled. No, the reapers will eat it and praise Yahweh. The harvesters will drink it in my sacred courts. All right. Maybe this had something to do with something else. I'm not getting it. Conclusion. Pass through the gates. Clear a way for my people. Level up the highway. Remove the stones. Hoist a signal to the peoples. This is what Yahweh has proclaimed to the remotest part of earth. Say to the daughter of Zion, look, your salvation is coming. It hasn't happened yet. With him comes his reward. His achievement precedes him. They will be called the holy people, Yahweh's redeemed, while you will be called sought after, city not forsaken. Okay, all right, that's the end. Ugh. Okay. All right, let's say also this. When it comes to all that, I can see on how these prophets knew something was coming. Something. And on how, in the way that things were going, that some preparation was being made. Yes, like an unseen hand was doing something. They could feel that. They could see it, and they could somehow, with their visionary abilities, right, see things come together. For what exactly? We know that the Old Testament is ahead of what? The New Testament, yes? And so I again, there had to be a reason why they wrote this down. But we also know that by now, they knew that at that time, that God doesn't work in the way that they want God to work, right? Yes? Yeah. So, I'm gonna take it as that here. So that is that. One quick thing about all that as well is how how much pride goes into living in a household, in a neighborhood. Yes, I can walk this neighborhood here. This is a very old neighborhood. The only reason I know that is because of the trees. The trees here are amazing. They're huge, and you can tell that even here in this yard, some of them had to be taken down, which is very sad. I'm not sure if they maybe were dying or something. It looked like most of them were pine trees. But you look, and the trees in this neighborhood are unbelievable. The apple trees I've seen, they're huge. And then some just otherwise the trees here. So it's an old neighborhood. It's a clean neighborhood. This is most likely the cleanest neighborhood I have seen in a long time. You can literally walk anywhere here in this. It is a little gated community per se, or a larger gated community, but not with the so strict laws that they have in other newer gated communities. And it's clean, and it's not because they have people coming through cleaning all the time. You never see anyone throw anything out of their cars or drop things while they're walking and eating. There's no garbage in this. None. Zero. And if, I think there was a couple of times I went out with the little one, there was a little something laying there, and she'd go, Grozy, Grozy. I said, yeah, let's pick that up. Little pieces of snippets from the wind may be blown in or something, but otherwise so clean. The people keep their yards so nice, not pristine this or that, but they keep them clean and nice and picked up. I think we're one one of the few houses here that doesn't pick up every stick out there, right? That is blown from the trees and whatever. Which we've got. Okay, they had just moved in here not too long. Oh my God, a couple of years ago. So it took a while to get everything done. But anyway, so it's amazing. The neighborhood is amazing. Yes, yeah. Isn't that how we should take care of our surroundings? So when I hear about Jerusalem and Zion, this and that, what does Jerusalem look like? Do people really care about their city? The city that in the Old Testament is the pride of God? Huh? Oh, I wonder. I don't know. I've never been there. So, another thing that I wanted to talk about really quick. I just saw another video. Let's see how far I now read. Just a few minutes. Of the Asher House, where they've taken in about seven to 10 wolf hybrids, and I guess that means that they are like at least a quarter wolf, and huskies and who knows what, and they're different dogs. This is a different kind of dog. They call them wolf hybrids. They don't want to call them dogs, and they have to be kept different. They can't be. It's not a domestic. It's not supposed to be an animal to be held in a domestic environment. And so here's Lee Asher, and he's building a wolf hybrid sanctuary now, with part of the land that he has there, for them to have the looks like acres and acres of roaming space for them, with outcroppings and this and that he's going to do. And trying to explain to the people, we're going to keep this as safe, of course, absolutely safe, because the community where he lives is a little concerned. What if they get out? From what I've seen, the ones that he has shown, they're not aggressive at all. They're shy. They're very shy. They're very unsocialized. They probably came from some breeder. I mean, again, this is just Can people just stop breeding dogs that don't make sense, or think that they're going to make a wolf into a dog because you breed it with something else? This is ridiculous. Even huskies are not meant to be in this type of environment. Well, now it's wintertime, snow, right? But a lot of the year here is way too hot and humid for a husky. Yes, people are insane. Why do people do that? We have rescued animals, German shepherds, a couple other dogs that were never meant to be in an apartment or a small house with a tiny yard. It drives these dogs, these working dogs that are bred to work. They would have been working dogs to begin with. Yes, they're man's best friend as well. But they're working dogs. They're high energy. And they're very intelligent animals as well. They need to have the proper environment. And now people to this day, here in the Old Testament, they already knew when things weren't going right. Today, still the same things aren't going right. But when it comes to animals, that people are still this dumb out there to get an animal that then, because it looks good, willing to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a certain breed, then to what? To show off? I got something going on out there. Is wrong. It's just wrong. So we've got animals that we'd rescued from, or people didn't want anymore, and I said, well, bring it here, I'll see if it's going to work. And sure enough, as soon as they were in the right environment, all their problems that they had went away. They became great protectors of the home. Oh, would I give them to someone with little children? No, not because it's because again, the environment that they need to be in isn't one where they're raising a baby. Okay, do you know what I mean? They're not toys. No dog, no animal is a toy for a child to begin with. Anyway, so there's people have all kinds of concerns. And he made great video explaining on what he's planning to do. I guess one has to give that a try, because what he's doing, this Lee Asher, what he is doing, he's trying to give these animals the proper environment now that someone messed up. Someone else messed up. And he's trying to fix it, at least for the life of these animals. What he also says, so stop breeding these breeds. Please stop doing that. If one cannot keep them in the proper environment. I 100% agree. So, yeah, there it is. Anyway, what else can I say? Hank here, for example, just real quick, and then we'll finish up. Hank, I can have the little one around him, but only while I'm right there watching. It's not that he's a mean dog or this or that, not at all. But he's older. He's not used to being around little children. And though he has never, ever so far shown any kind of aggression towards her, I'm not going to be dumb enough to test that. Right? Yes? So, and you can tell he's more comfortable by himself over there. We have the house separated by a gate, one side and another side. And she can be around him, and he's just kind of looks at you like, okay. Yeah. And of course, we won't let her do more than pet them and love on them. And she loves, again, she loves to just go hug, the animals, and she's so strong. You gotta watch that she doesn't strangle them, and they won't do anything. But, of course, you're going, hey, okay, gentle. But as far as, again, would I take a chance to leave him alone with her? No. No and no and no. And anyone out there dumb enough to do that, you shouldn't either have animals or you shouldn't have children. It takes a lot of commitment to have them both work together. Okay? Yes? Well, anyway. So there it is. And get, according to where you live, and one wants to have an animal, get or a dog, get an appropriate breed for your home. And if you don't have time to spend to take it out for a walk, this and that, very, very regularly, please don't. Just don't. Okay? Get one of those that you can set by your door, a ceramic dog or something that, when you walk past it, it goes, woof, 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 woof. Something like that. Anyway, so here's Lee Asher, giving these wolf hybrids a home and trying to figure out, he is, the best environment for them while they're there and alive, right? And people have really odd things to say about that. And what can I say? Again, I feel like that man has a gift brought to this world to bring awareness on how the principles of creation are being abused, misused, abused, often thoughtlessly. By whom? Human beings. Yes? And another thing, we got to stop doing that. Anyway, so there, I had my say. Yes? Yeah. As far as I know, Gus is doing very well back at the farm. Yes, I know I did the right thing sending him back. I did the right thing bringing him here for a while, and I did the right thing sending him back. Yes? Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. That's all I have to say to this today. Yeah? May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Make some good choices when it comes to the principles of creation. Yes? Treat the creations we were given appropriately. Huh? Yes? All right.